Well, hello, YouTube. Right, it's a bit of a different one, actually. Normally I do could have been a classic, but I'm in the middle of a series, so I can't do that till later on in the week. Uh, I've been thinking about physical media. Now, this week and over the last few weeks, I have bought some stuff. I'm just going to go over that, and then we're going to talk about physical media. So I picked this up for £1 from a boot sale. I've not played it yet, so I don't know if it works. Paid £1 for that. Right. Oh yeah, I think I might have reviewed this. I got Outland this month, which I'm keeping. Right, hang on. I got Watchmen, the TV series. My mate's on at me all the time to watch this. I will be watching it this weekend. I promised I would. I've got to watch For All Mankind as well. I'm so behind on that. Right. So I picked up Dracula AD from CEX. 72. I just bought that because it's fucking hilarious, and I think that's like get some mates round and a couple of beers and just have a piss take of that. Picked up some Justice League, the Fatal Five. Actually, Justice League and Justice League Dark. So I'm keeping them. Right, what's this? Oh yeah, Jason the Argonauts. Might be got that. Hang on Blu-ray. It was all right. I didn't mind it actually. It's a classic movie. I'm not going to knock it. Enjoyed it, but I don't think I'll want to watch it again. It's interesting with that film. When I was a kid, it was like used to get it on TV once a year. Do you know what I mean? And it was a big thing when it were on. It were either on at Christmas or at bank holidays, like a Bond movie, and used to get right excited about it. I have completed this Andromeda on Blu-ray season, all 5 seasons. Quite interested. I know people don't like Kev Sorbo, but I liked him in this as Captain Dylan Hunt. The quality is very good. They have scaled it up. Got this off Amazon. I suppose this was pandemic lockdown stuff. Ended up watching all of that. I still think they lost out on a big opportunity with this. I really do. It could have gone somewhere than where it did. I found the 5th season but a bit of a cop out. I think season 4 and 3 I really enjoyed. I watched the review is Andromeda shit on YouTube, and I did agree with quite a lot of it. I thought the first season was really good. It was dark and interesting, and then they brought the Abyss into it, and Trans Gemini's race, who were the Kif Summit, and they were like cosmic entities, and then it all came out. Dylan Hunt were a paradigm, and you found out they could move and travel and do stuff, but you got like explanations. You never really got much, really. And I felt a bit let down when it was all like it was his destiny, to stop the Abyss. The Abyss were a bit of a cop out as well. I mean, he looked great, when he's like all flame and fire and that. And then he started jumping into people's bodies and being the Abyss. I would have liked to have seen a lot more of the Abyss in his dimension where he lived and his followers. So, well, I got this about 6 weeks ago, so I've just finished that actually. Right, I think it's region 3. I don't. It's not region 2. I got it off Amazon. Right. This is now we're into the big guns now. Again, in Germany, they seem to get all the better bloody stuff than what we get in the UK. Uh, One of my all-time favourite science fiction series of all time grew up on this. Steve Austin, $6 million Man in Blu-ray. It's open region, so you can watch it in Blu-ray, and they've really brightened it up. So I'm really happy with this. There's some extras on it as well. A lot of great stuff. I did have the bigger set, the DVD set. I got rid of that. I'd rather have this. It's much smaller. And, this is what I mean. This is what I'm going to talk about, Blu-rays, in a minute. That's something I will be keeping because it's personal to me. And the final one, Sequest DSV, German. Let me just turn it around. I absolutely adore Sequest DSV. Thought there was so much potential in this series. I will be doing a review on this. I did cover Sequest DSV series about a year ago. I should put the video underneath. But now I've got it in Blu-ray from Germany again. I've just ordered the 60s Mission Impossible. I've just ordered that. So it's a bit of a quandary what I'm on about today. I went through boxes of Blu-rays and DVDs, stuff I hadn't watched in years. And I had so many of them, And I didn't feel like I was looking over movies. I thought, should I keep that? And should I keep that? And I thought, no, I'm getting rid of it all. So as of now, I've got all boxed up and bagged, ready to go to CX. 70% of my collection of Blu-rays do. I'm not watching them, guys. I'm just not pulling them out and putting them in the player. I'm just going on Netflix and Amazon and Disney Plus. I'm just doing that now. I watch clips on YouTube. It's like my whole. So I do buy new films, watch them, and then just some I keep. Like if I like some, I will keep it. But a lot of stuff, like I bought Bad Boys for Life, which were all right, but I won't be keeping it. So I like the first one. I'm keeping that, but the other, they were all right. So it's like I've got all these films, got bloody hundreds of them, and it's like they're taking up all this room as well. So I boxed a load up with a load of games as well, built up a load of games, and I just put them all in a big bag and boxes, and tomorrow I'm getting rid of it all. Now, I am a bit worried because I've been watching quite a few YouTubers, and I've been on a couple of panels as well, that Warner Brothers is now stopping the back catalogue, and they're only going to be releasing like new stuff. So I think I don't want to say this. I mean, I live in London, and there's no HMV around where I live. There used to be. It's gone. It went over a year ago, and we only have one shop apart from CEX, where you get stuff. They don't get the latest movie. You have to wait till people drop them off in there. And I do get a lot of my stuff from CEX, but like with all the movies and stuff, I'm just starting to wonder now, do I change my entire viewing habits? I do love physical media, and I will be keeping some of it. But like a friend of mine who works in a supermarket, he's told me that, like when Wonder Woman 84 came out, that normally when like a cinema release gets released on Blu-ray in the supermarket, they get a few copies in, they sell straight away. They're not selling. Nobody's buying them, and it is a bit worrying, really, because, like, I've ordered some stuff from Germany, but it's like stuff that's quite personal to me, like Mission Impossible, Barnet Man, Sequest. I've got most of Star Trek on Blu-ray, which I am keeping, but if I watch Star Trek, I watch it on Netflix. I just press a button, it's there, and I'm very rarely using my DVD Blu-ray player. I have thought about going into 4K movie. I did think about that, but I mean, is that a niche collect? Is that a niche market? I don't know. I mean, I've got a friend who collects VHS tapes. Seriously, he's really into it. And some of this stuff goes for stupid money. It really does. And I'm not knocking that. I've done my VHS time, and I missed the video library and the experience. But look where we are now with all this. I mean, streaming services and that. I don't really want to say physical media go, because even I like pulling the odd film out and putting something on. It's like with the DC series. I mean, I do watch Supergirl, do watch Flash. I did cover a lot of this in early days, but I don't bother now. But it's I bought Batwoman and I watched half of it and I couldn't be bothered with it. See, stuff like that I'll buy, watch it, and then just build it up and swap it for something. That's what I normally do. But there's certain films I keep, like Big Trouble in Little China, Kelly's Heroes. I will keep stuff like that. My Bond collection. Because I love the Bond idents, when you put the Blu-rays in and all the art and the graphic stuff when the Blu-ray opens up. I love all that. But I'm thinking now, do I get hard drives and start putting stuff on them? I mean, I don't know. This is where I'm at now. But I felt so much release when I got rid of a load of Blu-rays. I packed them all up, ordered them all, check the value with this app, and I'm quite happy with what I'm going to get for it all now. So I don't know. I mean, I'm thinking, should I get a new console? I don't know. I won't be. It's like with the consoles, isn't it? I mean, they released the digital consoles, and they are. I mean, we're looking at a digital PS5, and I don't want it. I'd rather have the disc. See, again, because I don't want to be paying 30, 40, 50 quid for a game when I can go into CX and get a game for, 15, 20 quid. Do you know what I mean? But I have sat here today and I've thought, do I get rid of all this? And I've just gained a whole new wall now. I've actually gained some space and I'm thinking that's like good, even though I do collect hot toys and certain memorabilia. I'm not going to stop that because I like this stuff. But I probably will still buy physical media, but not like what I used to do. I used to buy it all the time. And I've got Blu-rays going back 8, 9 years. I found a box in one of my stores full of them. And I forgot all about it when I moved. It was just dust all over it. So I've cleared, put them all. I'm getting rid of it all. So the question, I mean, how do you all feel about this? I mean, I don't know. Are we coming to the end of all this? I know there's like Arrow movies and 101, like they're re-releasing the titles and becoming a bit of a cult thing, But another thing, it's like with Blu-ray collecting, like if you buy certain, box sets with like something with it and that, some of them are worth a load of money. I mean, I bought an Avengers suitcase with a Tesseract in it, which I did make a video, but I pulled it because editing come out wrong. So I'm going to redo that. But I wanted that because it goes as a display piece. It looks great with the other Infinity stuff I've got, from the MCU. So I bought that mainly for that, even though the films are in there. Now, I thought, I've got the entire MCU movies. I'm not getting rid of them, nor my DC movies. But I just had vast amounts of stuff I bought and DVDs as well. And there's one, I mean, the only shop I know apart from is FOP in central London. And, there probably is HMV somewhere, like outside of London, like Enfield or somewhere really far out. There might be one there. We used to have 3 round here, and they've all gone where I live. They've just vanished. And I used to like going in there, and I did stay loyal to them. I remember I were offered like some scheme they had, like some membership thing where you got points and that, like an Nectar card. I never went for it. But there'd be no point anyway because it went under, didn't it? But I was going up Oxford Street yesterday, and the big HMV's still there. It's all shut down, but the big sign's still there. And I was looking at it, and I felt quite sad because sometimes when I were on my way home, I used to call in there, and I might pick some up, and that's something I am going to miss. But yet again, I have really supported like the CEX shop. I'm a big fan because you can get like they get some really cool stuff and it's guaranteed. And the shop I go in, the staff are great. All of them are great, you know. So I know them quite well. So that's where I go. But it's I'm just gonna trade it all in for Summit tomorrow. You know, I might get a new games console. I don't know. But I am pretty worried about this because I've watched reviews over the weekend. Like a lot of people have been making videos, especially about Warner Brothers and the back catalogue. I've heard Disney might be doing it now. You know, because they bought Fox, and it's like you've got Alien One, I think, in 4K, but we might not be getting. See, I would probably buy Aliens 2 on 4K. I'm not that bothered about Aliens 1, but number 2, all the, you know, but it doesn't seem to be happening, you know, which is quite sad. And how long is the 4K going to go for? I think we've got, like, I'd say we've got a couple of years left. But then again, if you build up a massive collection, is it being devalued over time? You know, you were like VHS. I had a friend, he had hundreds of videos. He had far more than me. And and now the crazy thing is people use, because DVD come out, people used to say, look, you're going to get rid of all that. And he would go, no, no. But then eventually I think he got rid of it and converted to DVD. And I've been to film fairs and there is VHS like horror slash movies going for shitloads of money. And I have followed VHS collectors on YouTube. I mean, I'm a big fan of like the old collecting thing, you know, like memorabilia and games and retro stuff, because I suppose it's from like my generation, I suppose. But now, is it gonna? Are we gonna have like 5 hard drives or one big 14 terabyte hard drive with everything you've ever watched in there? I mean, it's the future, I suppose. I mean, is it all going to be totally streaming? I mean, look at the cinemas. Are they going to get back up again? Yeah, I will say Amazon charging 15 quid to watch a movie. I mean, I wanted to rent Wonder Woman. It was 15 quid. I thought, well, I'm not paying that, you know. So it's just my thoughts on physical media. Is it truly over? Is it now time to get out of it or stay with it? I don't know. I mean, I will still buy it on and off, but I won't be buying it like I used to do. I mean, I've got a great collection, and I've got some really amazing cult movies in that collection, which, to be honest, I'm very proud of what I built up, you know, as my movie collection. And I mean, a lot of people probably think it's crap because I'm into all these like big sort of sci-fi movies, but amongst collectors like me, it's a fucking masterpiece of films, you know. But I mean, it's like I've got all the seasons of Agents of Shield. I've never gone back and watched it. You know, last season I watched on Disney Plus, and I thought after I think season 3, I got bored of it. And it's only recently because with lockdown, I sort of started watching it and catching up. And really, I wasn't that impressed by End of Agents of Shields. You know, I thought the first season was brilliant, but somewhere I just lost interest. Now, I've got like Space Above and Beyond. I'd never part with that. And that's, to me, that's one of the best science fiction series ever written. And it's like Doctor Who. I'm going to keep all my Pertwee ones and some others, but and my Star Trek collection. Oh, my Babylon fan. I'm not getting rid of that. But apparently, I'd like to see B5 out on Blu-ray. That is one thing I would really like to see. I think it's released on HBO. I think I saw something. I think it's on there on Blu-ray format now or something. They upscaled it. And I think you can buy it on Amazon, actually. So I was thinking about that. But then again, you know, what if I decide to get rid of Amazon and I bought a load of titles and it's all my stuff and it's on there? What happens if I cancel Amazon? You know, I don't know. Sometimes I think there is advantages, say your internet's down. At least you can shove a Blu-ray or a DVD on. So obviously I'm going to keep some, but yeah, I think I'm going to clear the load out and I'll probably start again and probably start buying it all again. You know what I mean? As a collector, you do. So these are just my thoughts on the death of, you know, physical media. It's worrying, really, as a collector, you know, because I like the film fairs and I like the comic marts. I like, you know, stuff like that where you're rumbling through boxes looking for stuff. And I like boot sales. I don't hit the charity shops now as much like I used to do. Well, you don't see. It's like what I find with like certain car boots around where I live. If it's got Star Wars on it, it's worth loads of money. It's not. Do you know what I mean? And you have to tell them. Like I went to one on Saturday morning, and this guy had the Spider-Man clock. It were nothing special. And he wanted 30 quid for it. I said, look, mate, I said its arms hanging off and it's worth about £2. And I won't, give you. He said, oh, it's Marvel. I said, yeah. Just because it says Marvel on it, don't mean it's worth that. And how do you know it don't even work? So I don't know. I just think like we're in for a big collecting shock. I think things are going to change. I don't know. I just don't want to have. I suppose I don't want thousands of movies. Honestly, I used to have like shelves full of movies at one time, in the DVD era when it would come out, just full of them. And over years, I sort of shrunk the collection down. I only just like get my favourites now. I'm not saying, I love collecting. I'm not going to stop. The one thing I will not stop, but maybe it's time to change. If I get some space in my house, that might be a good thing. I can to start another collection in that corner. So that's it. So, guys, just my thoughts on it and some Blu-ray reviews. And I'll see you on the next video. The podcast should be up tomorrow, and there will be, could have been a classic. Hopefully, sometime over the bank holiday. Well, weather's turned crap, so... it was all sunny and wonderful yesterday, and now it's grey and dull again. Right then, guys, stay safe. We're nearly out. We'll be fully back to normal by the 17th, I hope. And keep the collecting going. And let me know your thoughts on the death of physical media. Live long and prosper.